Hello everyone, it's me, Coffee Stitcher. It is the Sunday before Thanksgiving. I believe it's also the last Sunday in December, maybe? Because the 30th is, yeah, it's the last Sunday, so it's the last Sunday in oh god, it's the last Sunday in November. How is everybody? It's very good to hear. Alright, so I didn't have quite as productive a week as I normally do. Sunday, I ended up being all over the map with what I was working on, as you'll kind of see. But we'll get to that. So, of course, we've got Q&A. There's no haul this week. There will be haul next week, but there's no haul this week. And, but there's some whip updates, and we've got next week's homework to discuss. So, let's see. Lori Graffor asks, when using your Q-snaps, how do you move your fabric without smashing the previously stitched area? And there really isn't a way to do that. There are some people that will put like felt between the Q-snap and the clamp and their stitching. I don't. Largely because I find running my finger back over it or running a needle just lightly over it will fluff everything back up. So I don't tend to worry about it too much. Although I know there are some people who do, but I for one, don't. Let's see. Yeah, and I couldn't believe last week was the 250th episode. And I didn't realize it until I was posting it. So, yeah, gasp of shock and surprise there. Who would have believed it? 250 videos. I certainly didn't when I started this 5-ish years ago. So, yeah. So here's to maybe another 250. We'll see. We'll see. Who knows? So anyway, like I said, there was no haul this week. So Sunday, I worked on two things. I worked on my sampler for my pseudo-grandmother, and I got the trellis done and discovered I actually missed a stitch over here, so I had to balance it here. So I had to mark on the pattern, so when I move over to this side, I will remember. Because, yeah, that would be bad to not have them line up. In fact, I may even, a part of me is a little tempted to go ahead and even start on the top border just to make sure that I have it correct, but we'll see. I probably won't. I'll still probably do the other side first and then do the top borders. And then we get to do the specialty stitches, because that's really all that's left after that. So I will be working on it a little bit later today. I did, and this is the big do for everyone, I did go ahead and work my way down on needle stance to the bottom of the chart. And there is going to be enough. There is enough, but just barely. So it's got a huge top border and like nothing on the bottom. But it will all fit, and that's what matters. So, unfortunately, I can't. The Q-snap, and this is, I think, a Witchelt issue. The Q-snap has left some marks, so hopefully that will be covered up by my stitching. But there we go. I at least got down to the bottom part. So, so we can all rest assured that that is the ability we will have, or that is the ability you have. So it will fit. So if you are doing it and you've already started and you hadn't realized, you're okay. If you have started it, I would definitely refigure the middle, because the center going this way is fine, but I would check this if you're a middle stitcher, like I am. So at least now everybody knows. I was a little surprised there wasn't any notification on anybody's website about it. And then when I checked Instagram, it doesn't look like a lot of people are actually stitching it. So maybe I'm the first one to discover it. I don't know. But hey, at least the word is out there. All right. So for the homework this week, the one that ended up getting drawn for Hufflepuff ended up being my Leslie Tier Wizard of Oz. So I got 500 stitches done. So here's the full thing as it is now. And I got my 500 done in here. So good chunk of Toto got done. All of the grass, which I may have already had done, I don't remember. Good portion of the Yellow Brick Road got filled in. So we're making really good progress over here. So I think the next time I work on it, I'm going to try and go for at least a finish on Dorothy. And then I still need to go back and backstitch the ruby slippers up there, because those have just been sitting there for a while. All right, and then I worked on Pennywise and Georgie. So I've got the eye mostly done. I've got a little bit down here to finish, this section in here, and then the actual iris in there. So I'm going to work on that today. My goal is to finish him today, and then work on the other one that's a gift. But there it is. There's what I got so far. So it's looking really, really cool. I did, like I did on the letters and the balloon, I did adjust the red on his eye makeup so that it wouldn't be super pink. But there we go. Ooh. All right. So this week's homework is a lot easier. We're supposed to do, it's following the idea of switching the Horcruxes. So in the book, they don't know how to destroy a Horcrux yet, so they keep taking turns wearing Slytherin's locket around their necks. And they have to switch it every so often because of the way it affects the wearer. So I will be doing option 2, which is where I'm going to take 3 projects, stitch 100 stitches on it, and then move to another one. Once those 300 stitches are done, then I can pick one, and every 100 stitches gets me a bonus point. So I haven't figured out. Probably Wizard of Oz will be one of them. It will probably not be in the rotation this week, because these eyes are significantly more dense than I originally anticipated they would be. I thought, oh, this is going to be a piece of cake. No, it's not. So I'm going to finish up the eye, and then I'll probably put this one away for a week and then pull it out, do like I did last time, do about half of an eye and then another half of the eye. So Wizard of Oz will probably be one. I think I want to work on my Soda Stitch Nutcracker. I pulled that out to work on earlier this week, but this was a rough week at work. And I won't go into details. Nothing's wrong. I'm okay. But it was a very stressful week, and there were a couple nights where I just didn't do anything. So, which was actually really most of the nights. I also tried learning how to crochet this week. That didn't go so well. I mean, it did, actually. I got it. But then the next night, this hand was cramping, holding for tension. And then the next day, this arm was all because of all the weird movements. And yeah. So I don't think crochet is going to end up being my thing after all. I wanted to try it, but I haven't felt the need to go back to it since the night I tried. So that was part of it too. So yeah, so that's kind of this week for me. This is a short video. There really wasn't a lot. There was hardly any Q&A. Since I didn't do any stitching, really, there wasn't much to show you. So for those of us in the States, it is Thanksgiving this week, so happy, well, celebration of gluttony and American consumerism. Ta. Those of you not in the States, happy week. And I will see you all next week. Bye.